time, because 99% of the electrons, when they get converted into photon, that is X-ray, 99% production is of heat and hardly 1% are the X-rays. Now this heat needs to be dissipated. Copper is an excellent conductor. That's why it is used to dissipate the heat in a fast way. Additionally, there is insulating oil between the glass envelope and the housing. Housing is what we have seen, a metallic outside, what we see a tube. In between that and a glass, there is a oil. Now this oil, what it does is, it carries heat further. So it is another thing by which the heat is dissipated and the things are kept at a working condition. This is stationary anode designs, how it is, how it works. Now focus spot is an area on the target to which the focusing cup directs the electrons, or where the X-rays are produced. Now sharpness of the radiographic image inversely proportional area of focal spot and heat generated per unit target area increases as the area of focal spot decreases. So these things needs to be kept in mind. Now further, focal spot, there is a line focus principle. What is it? To take advantage of a small focus spot with distributing electrons over a larger area of the target is placed at an angle to which the electron beam hits or bombards. That is what we have seen. When we have seen an anode, there was a wedge. It was a there was a slanting. It was a slanting. So that shape is given so that line focus principle can be achieved. This angle is called as angle of truncation. That is 20 degrees. Some machines it has got 15 also. Both are correct. 15 is also correct. 20 is also correct. Effective focus spot is smaller than the actual focal spot. Now let us see another. It is the rotating anode. We have seen stationary anode. Now it is rotating anode. See the difference. It has got a rotor. It has got a stator. Then it has got a glass tube that is common to both. Then it has got a focus spot that is common to both. Focusing cup is common to both. Filament again common, and electronic beam is common. Now here what is happening is a focal spot is changing because the rotor is rotating anode. Every time a different surface comes in contact, a different area which produces the X-rays. That's why the tube is more efficient. Heat dissipation is better. Here again the target is of tungsten and it is bevel disc. Bevel disc, because of the what we have seen is the effective X-ray production. It rotates when the tube is operating at a speed of 3600 rpm, rotations per minute. Then it strikes successively area of target. So every time the different area of target is hit by the electron. Why? Because the anode is moving. Now if there is widening of the focal spot by an amount corresponding to the circumference of the bevel disc, now distribution of the heat over this extended area further helps to make it more efficient. That can result into, you can take heavy exposures, you can give exposure for longer time, and secondly you can take exposure at successive rate like you need for the angiographies. Now see the tubes are designed. You can see the focal spot is now called as a focal track because it is a moving. Then so it can accept tube current up to 100 to 500 mA. So it can work at a higher mA, that is 10 to 50 times that of the stationary anode tube. Then 3000 to 3600 revolutions per minute is the speed in different machines, and it cannot be used for intraoral dental X-ray machines. Why? Because of its larger size. You cannot handle it easily. It has to be mounted to the large X-ray stand and machine. But it can be. It is used in a tomographic and cephalometric units at certain centers or at some machines. But most of the machines do not have rotating anode. Most of dental machines do not have rotating anode machine. but they are always used. Which one? Rotating anode. Are always used medical computed tomography X-ray machines required for high resolution of output. Now this is the tube, what we had discussed. Now power supply is by a generator. Now we can see here primary, secondary, different type of generators used to give different type of power to the different units. These all are discussed in detail in some other lecture. We have got another lecture in this same series in short, in condensed form, so also in an extensive form in our another lecture series. Both are available, condensed as well as larger or in detail. Now what power supply does? It heats the cathode filament to generate electron. Electronic cloud is generated by them, and to establish a high voltage potential between the anode and cathode to accelerate. So once there is a difference between anode and cathode, more and more, there will be more and more acceleration, and more acceleration result into more and more X-ray production or better KVs. Large capacities X-ray will be produced from them. Now the transformer is a filament transformer, and the another is meant for the tube and exposures. Now transformer is a totally different topic, and it is also covered in the same series somewhere else. Here it is just to give you a brief idea about the components of the X-ray machine. Now tube current is here we are shown primary, secondary. Why the tube current is given? Tube current is given to heat a filament and also for the exposure purpose. The flow of electron through the tube or filament tube, anode, and then again back to filament. For that you have got a transformer which is used either as a step up or step down transformer.